let's continue playing Open XCOM, the XCOM files. When we last left off, we have zapped a giant rat and we have abducted two farmers who were actually being abducted, I think. Or something happened to their cattle, I can't remember entirely. Either way, we are more than justifying our $1.5 million budget up to this point. Hopefully that'll be slightly easier with this mission that's coming up. We have a cult apprehension. This is the Black Lotus operating in the area. If we can capture those without basically dying, maybe we'll get some actual information about things. Also, suspects in Belgrade. So, 200 despawn penalty for this. This is the Red Dawn. So, two separate gangs we can get information about. Unfortunately, you're returning to base, so we can't actually use you for this, but oh well. Let's carry on, and again, enjoy the fact that we're going to have another night mission. Okay, located members of the legal organization called Black Lotus. We must apprehend subjects and capture them for questioning if possible. Okay, so the priority is capture. Therefore, we are going to go and... we're going to set up for capture here. We do have other options, of course, but really, this seems the best for us. Oh, actually, no, we need flashlight. Can't go stun sticking. We need the flashlight because we're at night, of course. Get rid of one of our shotgun ammos. That is Dylan sorted out. Connor then. So electric club down. Yes, we can forego the electro flare if we're doing that. Electro flares are useful if we have multiple areas that we need to sort of cover off, but that should be fine. Actually, he can also hold the first aid kit, which might be relevant. Okay, let's turn on. And actually, we'll turn on you first. We're going to get maximum visibility of things, so nobody immediately. We are in an edge corner by the look of it, so that's fine. Let's head off this way then. And see what's around there. Alright. Potentially dangerous. So someone coming out of there could be a problem. Let's drop this for the moment. We can always pick it back up. Go for stun stick, and let's hide behind here. The good news is the light will kind of stay where it is and be usefully illuminating the start area for the moment. If nothing comes out of this, we'll pick it back up and do some things, but... ooh, darn it. Well, we found two. Right. Well, Dylan, I hope you're in the mood to get some shots off here, so... alright, one down. So, time unit's 15. So can move to there and have two shots. And it better work if it does, because otherwise we're going to have some problems. Aim shot. Okay, perfect mission. Alright, that could have gone a lot worse. I actually didn't check what they were armed with, but they definitely had knives, so they could have gone for melee and killed us that way at least. Don't know what their combat stats would have been like. Either way, relatively even things going on from there, so okay. Well, we've captured some gang members. That will help, and that'll give us some good research once we get our logistics sorted out. Logistics is important. Okay, event. So I don't know whether these are caused because we're not in the right areas or whether these are just randomly generated, but either way, these will crop up from time to time. Not all of them are bad, but most of them are. Crop circles were reported, but apparently our opponents got to them before we even learned about them, so we lose 33 points, which undoes our mission, basically, because we only got about 16 for that. Alas, that is the way it goes. Oh, God. Forgot about this. Right. Equip the craft then. So let's bring in another rookie because we'd like to get them trained to agent status at least. I think we're fine with the general standard equipment in all honesty. And let's see how this goes. So, cult apprehension. which Probably because I've now waited, this is going to be nighttime. Okay, I could have waited a little longer and I would have had it in day. But again, we have torches. It's kind of inconvenient because it means we can't have attack pistol and stun pistol at the same time. Or attack pistol and that. But hey. Again, capture is preferable, so we will go with this configuration, I think. And Martian. Martian does need a weapon. Because, of course, if we capture one, we don't necessarily need the second one in an emergency situation, so that's probably better for us. Handcuffs, by the way, are good. They take about 40 time units to use, though, so we need to be very sure about that. Alright. Turn on. Where are we? We are in an edge corner, which is useful. So let's have Carol do some initial, just check out the area. So we've got the building down here, we got the building, large building up here. There is also further access points if it's the same type of building. Let's hope we don't have to go inside that one, because that could be problematic. And we'll turn on Meritons before we move anybody else, just so sure we're not seeing some random things. Okay. Let's move out. Not enough sign units, and is looking in that direction. We will position Merishin up to there. Actually, no, we'll position Merishin over here. We'll start going around the building. Alright, so that's a door. One of the sliding doors, anyway. There were some sliding doors up here, so let's just have Kara make sure there's nothing sneaking up that way. Doesn't seem like it. Right then. There's no point in putting snapshots on because taser pistols only have aimed as their shot profile, so we can't react with them. This is another thing where, you know, having two pistols would be useful because that would allow us to do such things as that. Let's move Mara to there. And hope that wasn't the door that was opening, but I think we might be okay with that. And we'll move you round to here as well. Again, mostly just trying to minimize the chances of us being randomly ambush shot at. The less angles, the better, because also it tells us where they are. Okay. I don't know why going onto the stairs briefly is quicker, but hey. We can throw the torch, actually, which is an interesting plan, and one that I actually kind of agree with. So this would now allow us to actually use them as electro flares and have gun equipped as well, which means we can have reaction fire. Won't do that with Mara just yet because there's not much point given that we're in the same sort of building and we now know this is safe here. Okay, so plan is still to tase, but you know. Okay. So let's have Mara start the long walk. Oh, it looks as if this might have sliding doors as well. We did hear one. Let's have Hyrule do the walk, but let's actually have him with a snapshot available. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, found one. What are you armed with? Pistol and that. Okay, we might have to shoot back here. Okay, but knowing where he is a problem, especially as he can shoot us. But he's wasting time. Okay. He's got a switchblade and a pistol of some kind. So let's move Mara up to there. We know these can move quite far, so... But knowing where he is now is useful. Maybe move back one here. We do have a snapshot saved. Worst thing for us would be something like that, but we can have Marish and try and sneak around the side. Okay. Question is, do we go for the shot and kill here, or do we go for capture? I think it's probably safer for us to kill him. Alright, so he's bleeding. He will bleed out. So we actually could potentially ignore him now and try and actually find the other one. There's usually 2 on these missions, so... And with one of them eliminated, we just have to stun the other one. Which I guess means we now, in the knowledge of that, can put that back to quick draw and equip Chiral with the stun stick in a little moment. But we are going to have to be cautious because he could have really a very small amount of wounds and just have a 20-turn kill cycle. Which actually would make him slightly easier to capture in a weird way. Alright, so we can move to there. And have done so. Right, so I'm thinking probably in this area. Alright, more doors opening, and there is probably one back there, so that I think is definitely indicating where he is. Our problem, I guess, is that we still have the unknown. That's our torch. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's throw the torch over there, so we can now see the entrance. Can't see a few inches in front of our face anymore, but... we are ready for stunnage. Okay. Fortunately, we have to get close. 10-10. Well, let's hope the other guy isn't still around, because otherwise this will cause us problems. And because of the way that's configured, we are going to have to go this way around for things. Okay. Along we go, and I think we do need to pick up the torch, actually. Weirdly. Alright, Carol's been hit, but actually has survived, so, okay. Is he the wounded one? No, he's not. Armed with a club and a thing. Okay. So yeah, I think we can afford to not go for this anymore. Okay, that's you again. Can we get you to cover? Yes. Just about. Alright, so he's hanging out in his building. I don't know if these can connected back there, but if they are, we're going to need to use electro flares and such to get there. Alright, Carol. Let's take a risk. It's worth it if we can capture both of them, or at least we need to capture this one, because we probably killed the other one. Alright, 2 normal doors and that. So the other guy's still alive if... Nope. Yeah, problems. Alright. Illumination is going to be a problem here. Alright, we took the electroflares off of people. No, we didn't. Kyrill's still got one. Actually, no point in doing that. We can just drop this. Or at least I thought we could drop it. About to say, this could be really embarrassing at this point. Is there a way through here? I don't even know. Yes, there is. Oh, this could be problematic. Alright, so we got advantage here because of melee. So, one important thing about this game is melee is very much a thing. If you're in melee combat and you have a melee weapon, you can actually fight them to try and actually do the thing. So, let's go for the hit. Go for the hit. Go for the hit. One stun. Okay. Ah, god darn it. Not enough tiny hits. Alright. Well, let's hope this works, because otherwise we've got some problems. Merchant's unconscious, but we've actually captured the other one. Okay. Alright, that could have gone far worse considering all of that. Both gain some experience. Kara gains a bunch of sanity experience as well. We do have one Red Dawn Ganger, Battle-Scarred Maritian, Overwatcher Chiral for reacting. So, huzzah! Achievement unlocked, and we have gone 2 missions without a loss. And have captured a number of people. So, back in. Ooh. Ooh. UFO 1. Interesting. Not sure we can do a lot about that. We don't even have aircraft at the moment. We do, however, have logistics researched. A so-called global logistics network is fiction. In theory, we can get anywhere, but getting there with decent equipment and on time would be a goddamn miracle. Nobody likes foreign agents on their soil, and 4 is worse than 2. Nevertheless, by threatening the right people, I managed to improve the system a bit. We can now actually get a van ready in every major city on the planet, theoretically. If you think it's impressive, you're welcome not to use it and stop wasting my time. Okay, so I think it's time we actually start working on some things here. So we're going to put a 1 on each of the people we know thus far. We're also going to put 1 on the giant rat, and we're going to put 1 on the... 1 on medicine, I think. Not necessarily the most vital area, but, you know, we're going to start doing this up. So, most of the small researches will take no time whatsoever. The ones we started with are a little harder. So medicine will take a while and be considered poor, but it's still probably worth our time doing... Actually, no. No, cancel medicine. What we really want is personal protection. We want to get to Kevlar vests. However, what we can do now is we can sell off our 2 cars. We have no need for these anymore. Well, we can sell off the other one once it arrives. Okay, so we have Van 1. So Van 1 can hold 4 agents, and this will make future missions a lot more secure. So, we will want to put senior agent in, 1 senior agent in anyway, Hawk, Connor, and a newbie. So effectively I'm going to divide this up by sort of 2 teams at this stage. Yeah, so... and put a rookie in there. So basically this is sort of how the teams are going to be. So this is team 1, this is team 2. We can now in theory run 2 operations side by side. We've been doing that anyway, but now we have a bit more security with that. We will have to name some people, but we will do that when we need to. So, obviously now we can upgrade to 4 Taste Pistols with ammo, 4 electric clubs, 2 Glocks, 1 Colt, and 2 small shotguns. One small shotgun, and 1 Beretta. Okay, so obviously flashlights, obviously electric flares, 1 of each of the basic medical stuff, and a fire extinguisher, because, again, that might be relevant at some point. I don't know. I've not used one up to this stage. Don't have any Xcom armament, Xcom vehicles, artifacts, field equipment. There we go. So, where are we? Fire extinguisher. Does choking damage. Essentially saving both human life and property due to its weight and hardness. Can you subdue any uncooperative individual? So we can use that for stun damage, interestingly. Interesting. So, the Beretta, 80% accuracy base, 23. The Colt is a better weapon. Also concealable. I think concealable is important because if they're not concealable, it takes us longer to get anywhere. Not certain of that, but I'm fairly certain that's the way it's going to work. 44 electric damage from a taser. Each use removes 10 stun, 42 energy. See, these are useful things around here. Well, let's not worry about that for the moment. Let's carry on, get them back home, and let's go and sell off the second car. Purchase van 2. Okay, so van 2 will have these 4 for the moment, although we will... Actually, no, wrong rookie. There we go, that's the way around. So marriage and senior agent from this team. This will work. Also make sure everybody is trained. We'll do that in a moment. So, 4 electric clubs, 4 tase pistols, enough ammo for some traditional shots, 2 Glocks, 1 Colt, 1 Beretta, 1 small shotgun, 4 handcuffs, 4 flashlights, 4 electric flares, 1, and a fire extinguisher. Okay. I can't do anything about. We end that there. Let's then go and... Research is still unknown. Agent's training. Yeah, so Martian will go back into there once he's actually trained a little bit. And stat increases are kind of happening. Who knows? Of an alien gym. Ah, Small UFO, very high. We've found our second UFO. It landed. Oh, darn it. If we were fast enough to possibly do something about that, that'd be fun. It'd be death. Suspects detected in Houston. Ooh. Well, let's hope these missions go well, because we've got a couple that we need to do kind of urgently. Hold on. Is that daylight? It's daylight! We're going to lose this mission horribly now, but it's daylight. People were missing in the vicinity. Some were found butchered, seemingly by some wild animal. With the help of local forces, we've located the possible reason. Some identified creature. Okay. We don't need torches. We can now go for both kinds of weaponry. Agent D will have the medkit on. I don't think we're going to be handcuffing whatever these are. So, a small shotgun. Agent Chiral can have his Colt out. Make sure he's got that. We do have stun equipment in. Make sure that people actually have additional ammo, because that could be relevant. Shotgun, yep, does. Okay. Agent Steve with a Beretta. Did we actually clarify whether the Beretta is actually better than that? The Beretta is slightly better than the Glock. But you can't you can't auto-fire with a Beretta. I think that's still fine, though. We'll take the Beretta. Yeah, and again, make sure you have a stun up as well, and a quick drawn thing to bop things on the head if absolutely needed. Okay. Agent Not an Alien Jim. Clearly the most trusted of us. Has the medical bag. Also has that. Also, I like that Not an Alien Jim has the sort of fake moustache going on. Okay. Daylight! Also, what are we up against here? Mega Scorpions. Oh, dear. I think the bigger question is, how many Mega Scorpions are we dealing with here? Good news is, we have a lot of vision. Bad news is... Mega Scorpions. And I'm going to emphasize it's probably a plural. So, duck and ready. I suppose the one plus point is these shouldn't be shooting back at us. You would think. No line of fire. That is acceptable. We can move on. Duck and have Agent Chiral ready. Not an Alien Jim. We'll head off this way and find a second one. Yep. There's multiples. Alright. Aim shots. We would like to capture one alive, but we're not going to prioritize it. Yeah, the fact that they dropped instantly probably means that we have to think about the possibility that there are a lot of them on this map. Or maybe not. Maybe that is just the last one. Do we want to risk stunning it? I mean, how bad could this thing be if it gets to it? It is bleeding, so it is gonna die, or at least drop. We might want to try and stun it. There also could be 100. There also could be another 5 of these things out there. So, let's see. Dylan's advances. Steve advances. So our new rookies have actually done quite a good job so far. They've actually managed 2 hits. Yeah, I think that might be the only one. So I think going for a capture is a good idea here. Maybe not with Agent D, which I like now is the official way they have to say their name, say their ranks at this point. Okay, good. Let's go in with stun stick. Steve has hit, but he is the rookie, so he gets to try and reason with the thing in close combat. Chiral as well to a certain extent. I mean, this is where we now find a third one. I said I'd be surprised if it is just the 2, but so far it seems to be. We actually got it live because it bled to death. Satisfactory performance. We kept the civilian alive. We gained 78. We gained more points for keeping the civilians alive than anything else. I'm surprised there were only 2 of them. Still, Steve and Not an Alien. Not an Alien, the name continues on, but we will call him Jim nonetheless. So we get a Mega Scorpion and a Mega Scorpion corpse. Keeping that alive is actually kind of useful. Cavalier. I don't know what the Cavalier achievement is. Award every agent who managed to protect the lives of all XCOM allies or civilians in a mission. Each level increases sanity by 1, increasing bravery by 1. Okay, so getting first award of Cavalier is quite useful. We kept people alive. I'm going to actually end the video here. Next time we will resolve that mission that's going on. Yeah, that's the failed one. I mentioned it. Let's start there. Restart LP2. And then hopefully I won't be able to name that any differently. And next time we will continue on with these missions because we have a few to manage at this point. So, until then.